on my name that I'm some sort of hippie or free spirit. Really, it's just my parents' desire to give me a very unique name. But beyond that, creativity is still very important to me. And without an outlet for my creativity, I tend to feel trapped and frustrated. And while I don't consider myself a hippie, my favorite form of vacation has always been backpacking. I am also a very emotional person, which is something that I've been trying to conquer for my niece Lexi, because she has tasked me with the very difficult role of telling the world about Rett syndrome. So a regular outlet of my creativity is sewing, and I believe sewing is an art form. Think about it, how much of the clothes in your closet are stretch-based? We're talking jeans made from denim woven with spandex, polyester rayon blends in your blouses, or cotton jersey knit t-shirts. I challenge you to tug on your clothes in the next couple of days and find out how many of them fit you based not on the art that is sewing, but by the stretch of the fabric itself. And once you start sewing, you see the elegance of proper fit and how it is difficult to shape a two-dimensional piece of non-stretch fabric into a comfortable three-dimensional garment. I can see in a garment worn by another the fitting issues, and it really, really bothers me. My fingers actually itch to reach out and pinch out excess and insert a dart or to change seam lines. In fact, the jacket that I'm wearing and the pants that I'm wearing were both sewn by me. Because of this, when I look at pictures of either of my grandmothers in their homemade outfits from the 1930s, I feel a connection to them and to all of my female ancestors. Backpacking is one of the most amazing experiences, especially considering that most people you meet will never go backpacking. When my husband and I plan a trip, it's always to a wilderness area that requires a permit in order to limit human foot traffic. And we typically go for about 4 to 5 days. For the first day and a half, you meet day hikers, and then at the second day, when the population starts to thin out, it finally hits you that barely any of the human population has ever seen the views that your eyes are feasting on. I love the pure exhaustion that is felt every time we make camp, the exhilaration and surprise of an afternoon Sierra thunderstorm, and the awestruck feeling of following a tiny mountain stream on a hunch and seeing it plunge gradually down a mountainside into perfect little swimming holes, which of course you can swim in completely nude because there's no layers. I have also been fortunate to see the work of medical miracles in my life. My 5-year-old niece, Lexi, has Rett syndrome, which is a rare neurological disorder. Girls with Rett syndrome progress normally until the age of 12 to 18 months, when they rapidly regress in their skills. Rett syndrome robs a girl of the ability to use her hands, to grow in height or weight, or even to communicate via pointing or even talking. It is considered one of the most severe forms of autism out there. In 1999, researchers located in the MECP2 gene the mutation which causes Rett syndrome. And in August of last year, Lexi was accepted into a clinical drug study for insulin-like growth factor 1, which is beginning to reverse many of the symptoms she has of Rett syndrome. Lexi has regained some hand functions and is attempting to speak, but she's not quite there yet. She makes word-like sounds. And she's also beginning to play with toys. Throughout her struggles, Lexi has remained the most happy of girls. While she gets frustrated sometimes, she goes out of her way to tell us jokes that she can on her communicator, which speaks for her. And she always giggles wildly. Lexi giggles all the time. She's a very happy girl. In fact, Lexi is a reason that I joined Toastmasters, because I wanted to tell the world about her struggles and her triumphs without garnering sympathy for her and girls like her through my tears. I don't believe Lexi sees her Rett syndrome as a demon in her life. It's just something that she has to deal with. And she's okay with that, and it doesn't define her. These three threads of my life help to remind me of the important things. Creativity and expression invested in the necessities of life can create a work of art. Hard work is to be admired. Life, nature, and the ability to move should be celebrated. Exhaustion and sore muscles can bring contentment and a really good night's sleep. You can recenter your world by remembering that you are but a really small speck in a big landscape. And small imperfections, whether in a stitch, a wrong turn in the map, or even in DNA, can introduce you to something or someone that is unique and amazing. Most importantly,